Have you ever paused in a grocery aisle, picked up a familiar packaged food, and found yourself looking at the ingredient list? It's a common experience, a long list of names, many of which are completely unfamiliar, printed on the back of a brightly colored box. Our modern grocery stores are a testament to convenience. They are filled with foods designed to be quick to prepare, intensely flavorful, and exceptionally long-lasting. They promise to save us time in our busy lives. But in recent years, a growing body of research has prompted nutrition experts and health-conscious individuals to look more closely at a specific category of these foods, known as ultra-processed foods. The conversation is shifting from just calories and nutrients to the very nature of the food itself. These foods are not simply cooked, preserved, or combined with a few ingredients in a way you might recognize from your own kitchen. They are often the products of complex industrial manufacturing, using ingredients and additives meticulously engineered to perfect their taste, texture, color, and perhaps most importantly, their shelf life. Examples are everywhere and make up a significant portion of the modern diet. They include many packaged snacks, sweetened beverages, and mass-produced baked goods. They are the frozen pizzas and ready-to-heat meals, the brightly colored breakfast cereals, processed meats like hot dogs and chicken nuggets, and countless other ready-to-eat convenience foods that fill our pantries and freezers. To truly understand the growing concern among scientists, it helps to first understand what the term ultra-processed actually means. It's not just a buzzword, it's part of a formal classification system. Nutrition researchers often use a system called NOVA, which classifies foods into 4 groups based on their level of processing. At one end of the spectrum, in Group 1, are unprocessed or minimally processed foods. These are the foods we recognize in their natural state, things like fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, eggs, and unprocessed cuts of meat or fish. These foods might be washed, cut, dried, frozen, or cooked, but their fundamental structure and nutritional integrity remain largely intact. Think of a bag of frozen broccoli or a container of plain, unsweetened yogurt. The next level, Group 2, includes processed culinary ingredients like oils, butter, sugar, and salt. Group 3 contains processed foods. These are made by combining foods from the first 2 groups. This includes simple bread baked from flour, water, and yeast, cheese made from milk, or vegetables preserved in salt or oil, like canned tuna or jarred olives. The purpose is usually to increase durability or enhance flavor in a way that is still recognizable as a version of the original food. But it is Group 4, the ultra-processed foods, that go much further. These are industrial formulations. They often contain substances extracted from foods, like refined starches, sugars, and hydrogenated oils, and are assembled with a host of additives not typically used in home cooking. We see flavor enhancers, artificial colorings, emulsifiers to bind oil and water, stabilizers to maintain texture, and an array of preservatives to ensure they can sit on a shelf for months or even years. These ingredients are not added by accident. They are precisely calculated to make foods highly appealing, incredibly convenient, and profitable. But as these foods have become more dominant in diets around the world, researchers have started asking critical questions about how their frequent consumption may influence our long-term health. Several large observational studies, which track the habits and health of large groups of people over many years, have explored the relationship between ultra-processed food consumption and various health outcomes. The findings have been consistent and concerning. Many of these studies have suggested strong associations between a high intake of ultra-processed foods and an increased risk for conditions such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain metabolic disorders. It is crucial, however, to understand the nuance here. These studies show an association, not necessarily direct causation. People who eat more ultra-processed foods may also have other lifestyle habits that contribute to these health issues. For this reason, scientists emphasize that research in this area is still evolving. They are working to untangle these complex relationships and understand the specific mechanisms by which these foods might affect the body. One of the primary reasons these foods attract scientific attention is their nutritional profile. They are often energy-dense but nutrient-poor. This means they can pack a large number of calories from added sugars and unhealthy fats into a small serving, while providing relatively low levels of essential vitamins, minerals, fiber, and other beneficial nutrients that our bodies need to thrive. Over time, a diet high in these foods can displace more nutritious options. But the concern goes beyond just nutrients. Another critical factor involves how these foods are engineered to interact with our brains. Food scientists and manufacturers design many products to deliver a powerful, multi-layered sensory experience. A precise combination of sweetness, saltiness, fat, and specific textures that encourages continued, often mindless, eating. This is a concept sometimes referred to as hyperpalatability. The goal is to create a food so appealing that it can be difficult to stop eating, overriding the body's natural signals of fullness. Researchers are now intensely studying how these sophisticated formulations might influence our appetite regulation, reward pathways in the brain, and overall eating patterns, potentially contributing to overconsumption. In addition to the ingredients themselves, the physical structure, or lack thereof, of ultra-processed foods may also play a significant role in how our bodies respond to them. Many of these foods are pre-softened, refined, and stripped of their natural fiber. Some scientists suggest that these highly refined textures, which require less chewing and are digested very rapidly, can influence how the body processes energy and signals fullness. When foods are broken down and absorbed almost instantly, the body may not receive the same slow, steady hormonal signals of satisfaction, like the release of hormones PYY and GLP-1, that occur when we eat whole foods containing intact fiber and a more complex natural structure. This is a difference you can feel. For example, eating a bowl of whole, cooked oats or a crisp apple often produces a lasting sense of fullness. Consuming a sugary, highly refined snack product with a similar calorie count rarely provides the same level of sustained satisfaction. Hearing all this, it might be tempting to conclude that all processed foods must be avoided entirely. But that isn't a practical or necessary approach. It's important to remember that food processing itself is not inherently bad. For centuries, it has allowed societies to improve food preservation, enhance safety, and ensure year-round availability. Minimally processed foods like frozen vegetables, canned beans, plain yogurt, and whole-grain pasta are convenient, affordable, and can absolutely be cornerstones of a balanced, healthy diet. The key difference often lies in the degree and purpose of the processing. Is it to make a whole food more stable and convenient, or is it to create an entirely new, hyper-palatable product from refined industrial ingredients and additives? This is why nutrition experts often recommend focusing on overall dietary patterns, rather than fixating on single ingredients or demonizing individual foods. A diet that is predominantly built around a wide variety of whole and minimally processed foods, such as vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and lean proteins, will naturally provide the fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that support good health. In this context, convenience foods may still have a place. Life is busy, and sometimes a quick meal is necessary. The goal is not perfection, but balance. By consciously balancing these convenient options with an abundance of fresh and minimally processed choices, we can support our long-term health and well-being. Simple swaps, like choosing whole fruit over fruit snacks or water over soda, can make a profound difference over time. The good news is that in recent years, consumer awareness about nutrition and food processing has increased significantly. More and more people are turning packages over to read the labels, asking questions about where their food comes from, and actively seeking foods that are closer to their natural, God-given form. This powerful shift in consumer consciousness has not gone unnoticed. It has encouraged many food manufacturers to innovate, developing new products with fewer additives, cleaner labels, and simpler ingredient lists to meet this growing demand. Ultimately, the conversation around ultra-processed foods is not about creating fear or guilt. It is not about rigid rules or dietary perfection. It is about empowerment. It is about understanding how our modern food systems work and making thoughtful, informed choices for ourselves and our families whenever possible. By learning to read and interpret ingredient labels, looking for short lists of recognizable ingredients, and being mindful of added sugars, refined starches, and chemical additives, individuals can make decisions that better align with their personal health goals. The journey toward better health and a more conscious way of eating often begins not with a giant leap, but with small, practical, and prayerful steps. And one of the most powerful and foundational of these steps is simply becoming aware, with gratitude and intention, of what is on our plate. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We pray this message has been a source of encouragement and clarity. If it spoke to your heart, or opened your eyes to a new perspective, please consider taking a moment to support our ministry. Liking this video helps it reach more people, and sharing it with someone you know could be the very encouragement they need to hear today. By subscribing, you join a growing community dedicated to seeking and sharing God's wisdom. Your engagement sends a powerful signal that these truth-filled, spirit-led conversations matter. Together, as we unite in faith and purpose, we can truly be a voice for the voiceless, a radiant light in the encroaching darkness, and a tangible force for good and healing in this broken world. May God bless you and keep you until we meet again. We'll see you in the next video.